Hello and welcome to the screencast. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Sander. We will guide you through the setup of our newest free and open source tool, the Orbit One Buildscreen.
So now we will visit our application for the first time. So, Buildscreen.
Oh, I notice it opens on the configuration page.
Yes, this is normal because there are no configurations yet. So the web application will redirect us to the configuration file.
Oh, that's a nice feature.
So we will add a new configuration. We will choose a new Visual Studio Online configuration. So you can give it a name.
Are there any rules to this name?
No, as long as it's just a normal string or character.
Okay, so you can choose whatever you want.
Yes. So I will now choose
maybe something funny.
Just one, something funny.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah, I know. So our URL is http. Visuals.
So this is just the URL of the Visual Studio Online account.
Yes, mostly it's with visualstudio.com. So my username. So I'm Glenn.
Oh, something happened?
Yeah, I probably made a typo in here somewhere.
Cool. So that was everything for the configuration?
Yes, normally we can just go to the home page. The loading time depends on how many builds there are to retrieve.
So what are we looking at here?
We're seeing a bunch of rectangles. These represent build definitions. Their status is reflected by their background color.
So I'm guessing red means bad and green means good?
Yes, it's right. There are 6 status colors available. So green means build succeeded, yellow is partially succeeded, red is build failed, light blue is not started, blue is in progress, and purple is stopped. Every rectangle has some basic information. Every rectangle has a build definition name, a team project name, finish and started since field, and by whom it was built. And in case it was not successful, you can also see an image of that person. This option is only available when your browser is logged in on Visual Studio Online. Besides that picture, you also get some extra information about that status in a circle. Here you can see build failed. There is not that much extra information to give, so it only says build failed. In progress build definitions also have a countdown clock and a little animation to show it is building at that time. When a build is partially succeeded, you can see the amount of tests that succeeded. There's also an extra feature. When you click on the circle, you will be redirected to the report page on the Visual Studio Online website.
So now I am going to demonstrate our filter functions. So we have an advanced filter function and a basic search. So in this search you can just type any string you want and it will filter on build definition name and team project name. As you can see, we type in Orbit, we get everything with Orbit. Now let's demonstrate the advanced filter function. Just click filter options and as you can see, you can filter by team project name, build name and date separately. So as you can see, there's some auto completion, so we type in Orbit One products and it auto completes for us and filters. You can extend this by typing as many as you want. So let's just keep Orbit One products for the moment. Now if you want to add a build definition to this, just type in a build name you want, it also auto completes. You can also filter on a specific time range, so if you want to see all builds from the last week or from the last month, last 2 months, that's all possible. everything is also stored in the local storage. So when you come back, everything is as you left it and you can just carry on. So now let's take a look on how to configure a TFS configuration. As you can see, you can also edit all your configuration if you want to change something. But for now, let's just delete this VSO configuration and add a new TFS one. So everything is basically the same as a VSO configuration. Just type in your preferred name, the URL of the TFS server. So this is our one. Now just a username. Oh, I mistyped. And a password. Oh, I think I made a mistake there. Yeah, just have to add /TFS, and we can also add TFS configuration. So now let's take a look at some of our TFS builds. So back to the loading screen. And there we have our builds. As you can see, this layout is mostly the same as the Visual Studio Online implementation. There's just one difference. The images are not available on the TFS server, so we replaced them with some nice initials and colors, so you still have something nice to look at.
Before we end this video, there are some things we want to address. First of all, when using our application in combination with the Team Foundation server, the application has to be deployed on-premise due to the nature of accessing a Team Foundation server. We have tested the Team Foundation server implementation on Team Foundation Server 2012, Update 3, and Team Foundation Server 2013.
If you are planning to use a Visual Studio Online server, there's just one thing you have to keep in mind. The account that will be used to log in must have its alternate credentials enabled. For information on these subjects and more, please visit our GitHub page. Also, please feel free to contribute, and we hope you enjoy your new Buildscreen application.